and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. For today's video, I wanted to go over kind of like the frequently asked questions that my brides usually have for me. I don't know if it'll be a thing that's helpful for you, but I just wanted to kind of provide more resources. I do have a whole entire bridal FAQs page on my website, and I will be kind of going over that as I'm talking. I'm basically going to be showing you a recording of like my phone as I'm going through it and kind of just read through the FAQs and everything that I have on my website. And that also might help you kind of create your own FAQs for your website. Okay, so I am on my page here. I just went to jmartistrymakeup.com, and that is my website. So if you guys have a chance to check it out and you guys haven't actually, done your own website, then definitely go ahead and check that out. I have like all my homepage right here. I have like a little about me section and everything, and I will be doing a video eventually about how to create your own website, but it's a little bit more complicated and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So just bear with me. But this website took me, I think like maybe a year to fully like put together and feel like I was happy about it. I am going to go to the bridal FAQ. So as you can see, I have the home, about me, portfolio, packages and pricing, bridal FAQs and contact. So I'm going to click on the bridal FAQ section right here. So again, these are the questions that brides have frequently asked me in the past. So I just wanted to lay it out for them and everything in case people were wondering. So the first question is, why should I hire a makeup artist? And I'm basically just going to kind of summarize this. I just basically said that if you hire a whole entire team of professionals, why not hire a makeup artist? And then basically I say it's not only less stressful, but your makeup artist will have the training and knowledge to make sure your makeup stays on all day and night. It's one less thing you have to worry about. So that's the main thing. And then I also do have a blog post that basically covers the pros and cons of hiring a professional makeup artist. And then I have the what is your pricing. I do provide my packages and pricing publicly on my website. I used to not do that. So I just basically tell them to click on this link and they'll be linked to my packages and pricing. Then the next question I usually get is, do you travel? And yes, I do. I am 100% mobile. I don't work out of salon or have a rental space or anything. But I do have a travel fee. I include 90 miles round trip from Fort Wayne to the Getting Ready location. So I basically map it from my own residence to wherever I'm going. And then if it's over that 90 miles, then it's $1 per mile over. So I just basically tell my brides, please calculate this if you have a wedding that requires travel, because I never want to blindside my brides on the travel fee, because sometimes they're like upwards of like $200. But that's usually if, I have to travel about 3 hours away, which is 6 hours round trip. So sometimes the travel fee can be pretty hefty depending on where they want me to go. Then next I get asked, do you offer bridal trials and when should I book it? So I tell people that bridal trials are required to book any service, so I include them in my total price. When you book a package with me, you basically have like one set fee, and then that includes the bridal trial in it, because I've never usually had a lot of brides not do bridal trials with me. And so I basically just say that I'll work with you as best I can during the trial to ensure the makeup look turns out exactly as you envision it. And then I also have a blog post that I link down below that I wrote personally that basically says like why bridal trials are so important. And then for the booking for bridal trials, I say I typically book bridal trials about 1 or 2 months before the wedding date. Sometimes brides think this is like way too late to be scheduling a bridal trial, but I tell them it's for their benefit. And I say if you book the trial too far out, you may change your mind several times in regards to your look, which leads to a retrial as well as more recurring costs, because I do charge an additional cost to do a second bridal trial if they want to. So for instance, if they book the bridal trial like 6 months out or something and end up wanting to do a second one, then they have to pay an additional cost for that trial. And then I say, as an artist, I am always constantly revamping and changing my kit with new products. So the things I have in my kit at the time of the trial may not be the same as your wedding date if you do it too far in advance. Obviously on this channel, you guys have seen me that I go through numerous amount of products and everything, and my kit's always changing. So I just want to make sure that I have the same exact products that I had for the trial. So if they schedule me too far in advance, then things are just always changing and I may not have the same products. Okay, and then next question is, how far in advance should I book my wedding and what are your booking policies? So I basically tell people that it's pretty much free range. Like if you want to book me right after you get engaged and know your date, then fine with me. I mean, it could be like 2 years out, and I've definitely had people do that before. But you can also book, like anytime you figure it out, as long as I have availability on your date. So I tell people on average, people book about 6 to 8 months out. But honestly, 8 to 11 months is pretty much becoming the norm now. I'm getting quite a few people that are booking about 1 to 1.5 years out. I also say to them that I can do this on a first come, first serve basis, so I can't hold any dates for people. However, if timing allows, I can sometimes do 2 weddings in one day, but this happens to basically be a very rare occasion, obviously, because timing has to almost be exactly right for you to be able to do that many people. And then I basically tell people that your date is not officially booked until I receive a signed contract and deposit, and then I tell them that I require a flat $50 deposit to secure their date, and this will be deducted from the total balance. And then I say I do require a minimum of 4 applications when traveling outside of my area, so this is the bride plus 3 others. And the next question that I get pretty often is, do you offer airbrush makeup? So the short answer is no, I do not. However, I did think about it earlier this year. I actually highly debated about getting an airbrush kit, but I also considered about the fact that I've only had like maybe 2 people not book me because I didn't offer airbrush services, so that's not a lot of people, honestly. And I think truly that the traditional makeup that I use has lasted just as long as airbrush makeup. I've never had a single complaint from any of my brides that I've done that the makeup hasn't lasted all day. I've even had some brides sleep in their makeup for the next day. I don't know why. Maybe they were just too tired and went to bed. I don't know. And woke up in the morning and their makeup was still fully intact. I'm just saying that airbrush makeup is kind of overrated in my opinion, and traditional makeup has definitely worked for me this whole time, so I think I probably will just stick with that. Then I also have a link on here for a blog post that I wrote that's basically the pros and cons of airbrush makeup. So if you guys are a makeup artist and considering airbrush makeup, then maybe check out that blog post that I have. I also get asked if I do hair as well, and I say no, I don't. I was trained primarily as a makeup artist in the past, so my specialty is makeup only, and then I do have a list of hairstylists that I do frequently work with and recommend highly. So I do give my brides a list for that, so they're not just like high and dry with hairstylists. But you honestly, as a bride, want to book separate hairstylists and makeup artists because it makes time run a lot more smooth, and one person's not having to spend 2 hours for each person. So it does make it work a lot more efficiently if you don't do both at the same time. Next question is, how long does it take you for each person? So my basic package, if you pick that, it's just your run-of-the-mill basic application, takes 35 to 45 minutes. Again, that could be anywhere from a really basic application to really glam at 45 minutes. So that's usually what I do. Then the luxury package, as you guys probably might know by now, but I offer a full skincare system for my brides to prep their skin like before the actual makeup application. So I call that my luxury package, and that takes about 1.5 to 2 hours. I want to say on average it takes about 1.5 hours though, because it really doesn't take like 2 hours normally. And then I said each time slot also includes my cleanup and sanitation in between each client as well. For the next question, I say, what brands and products do you use? Because I don't get this super often, but it has been a question that's come up a couple of times now, so I wanted to put it on my website. So I basically just ensure that I use all professional grade products, and I use brands such as MAC, Charlotte Tilbury, Face Atelier, Makeup Forever, RCMA, and Bobbi Brown, to name a few. And then I basically just linked them my full freelance kit makeup video on YouTube, just so in case they want to see like what products I have in there, except for that video is really outdated because it's been like a year now. So I want to make sure that I update it as soon as possible. Next, I also get asked, does hair and makeup go first? And then I said, I've done it both ways and it's worked out great either way. The only time makeup needs to go first is if you are getting a hair or headpiece adhered in front of your face, or if you're doing the luxury package because of the skincare aspect of it. So with the luxury package, since I'm doing skincare on people, I sometimes can tend to get like serums and everything all over people's hair. So I just want to make sure I at least can complete the skincare part of it before the hairstylist comes in and does the hair, because otherwise I don't want to like be worried about being careful to like not mess up people's hair. Next, I say, can you accommodate larger bridal parties? On this, I say that I will do the best I can to accommodate you and your bridal party. However, due to me being a solo artist, so me being like only one person, I may not be able to accommodate parties over 10 people due to time restrictions, and honestly, that might be 8 or 6, depending on what the timing is, but usually like 10 is a pretty safe bet. I said if timing does not allow for me to add any more applications, but you're set on me doing your makeup, then I would strongly suggest hiring a second artist to make sure everyone's makeup is completed on time. I never like to compromise quality for quantity. And then I say I do have a list of fellow artists that I really like working with, so I'd be more than happy to pass on that information if you need a second person. And then the very last question is, do you have an assistant? And then I say I will bring an assistant if I feel like one is needed due to the number of people or time restrictions. The assistant will not be a second artist, but they will be able to help clean and sanitize in between each client and will help speed up the time. They're usually friends of mine, and they're the people that you guys have seen in the backgrounds filming my videos for YouTube. So yeah, that's usually who I bring along. Some of those assistants assistants just film for me, and then some of them do actually clean up for me too. If I actually need somebody to clean and sanitize, then I'll make sure I bring one of those people that know how to do it. Otherwise, I'll just bring another person with me, and then she just knows how to video. So in the second paragraph, I say, I also frequently bring an assistant with me to help film client vlogs, my YouTube channel as well. This is a fun way to get to rewatch your wedding morning from my perspective. It's also really handy for brides if they let me film, because in case they don't have the budget or want to hire a videographer for the morning of, then it kind of almost gives them like a reliving kind of experience for their wedding day and everything. I want to make sure that, you know, I have that experience for my brides, and obviously it's publicly on YouTube, so they can always, you know, rewatch it whenever they want to. Yeah, so anyways, that is it for my bridal FAQ section that I have on my website. Hopefully, if you guys are a bridal makeup artist and haven't really thought of maybe doing a bridal FAQ section like this, then it's definitely very helpful to give to your brides to link through your website, because it definitely gives them a whole plethora of answers to have. So anyways, definitely let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you guys have any other questions or anything I forgot in this video. I know I was kind of like rambling through this and just reading things, and I don't know if you guys stayed. Anyways, if you guys stayed all the way to the end of this video, definitely go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, as well as hitting that subscribe button. I upload a ton of makeup artist related content, so if you guys are interested, definitely subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. As always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, bye.